Hello everyone, back tuning in to our Wednesday evening live stream. So I'm being told you're live. I think that we're live right now. So hello, good evening. Thank you so much everybody for tuning in to our Wednesday evening live stream. It's absolutely incredible that you are here with me on this Wednesday evening. And we're going to be live streaming the 12Z tonight. So we're going to be live streaming our 10 to 14 day video update, but it'll be done as, you know, as a live stream kind of thing. So it's going to be very interesting. We're going to be here for an hour. I'll wrap it up at 7 o'clock, but between now and then, we've got a lot to discuss. That means that I'll be doing the screen sharing from around 20 past 6, around 6:20 is when I'm going to start doing the screen share a little bit earlier than normal. Normally I'd do it around 6:30, but on this one I'm going to do it from 6:20 because I've got a lot to show you in this live stream. So thank you so much everybody for being with us tonight, or is it this afternoon? I suppose really now it's getting on, isn't it? So it's probably more like this evening, really, not quite tonight, but it's probably more like this evening, really at the moment. But it won't be much longer before it's like dark now, will it? Sort of end of October, it's going to be dark around now. So yeah, we shall see. By then, I'll be having to say a good evening, sort of good night. Now, getting an error message coming up from YouTube, so that's not very good, is it? We don't want to see error messages coming through. So let's try and close down a couple of tabs that we don't need. Okay, so okay, hopefully that will resolve it. I'll close down a couple of tabs that I don't need. If anybody is having any problems with buffering, then I am really sorry about that. We're hovering around 40 concurrent viewers. Hello, good evening. Thank you so much, everybody, for being with us on the live stream tonight. If you can give us a like on the live stream, that would be absolutely great. All of our moderators are with us. So thank you so much to Iceman, to Richard, to Neil. Yeah, thank you so much to all of our moderators for being with us tonight. Paul is with us as well. Paul James, so thank you so much to Paul James for being with us too. Sammy is live streaming at the moment. I think Sammy is going to be along very shortly. Right, okay, so I've got a lot to get through. So around 20 past 6, we are going to we're going to do the the 10 to 14 day video update, and there's a lot to get through with that. So what I'm going to do is go through the live chat very quickly tonight. So first person in with us was Dylan Holbrook. Thank you so much, Dylan, for being with us. Saying just what I need after a hot and stuffy day in the classroom. Yeah, it's been warm down. It's cooled down here actually. GavsWeatherVids Towers. It was very warm this afternoon. Really warm and really humid, but it has cooled down quite a bit. During the course of this afternoon. So it's quite cloudy now, actually, and it certainly is a lot cooler. But thank you, Dylan, for being with us after your hot day in the class. We've also got Jonathan Davis with us. Good evening to Jonathan Davis. Thank you so much for being with us on the live stream tonight. Shiram is with us. So good evening to Shiram for being with us on the live stream. The amazing Marcus guy. Evening, Gav. Looking like we're going to run out of storm lanes for the Atlantic hurricane season and have to revert to Greek alphabet soon. Yeah, I think that's that's definite. I think that's definite. Actually, the amazing Marcus guy. I think we are going to have to revert to the Greek alphabet very shortly. I don't know when it'll be, but I think it will be within the next, within the next few days, within the next few weeks, probably next couple of weeks, I would say, we probably get to the Greek alphabet. But this is such a big season, very strange season, given that we've had so many storms, but they've all been relatively weak up to this point. But I think it's strengthening now with these storms. Matthew Orchard is with us. Thank you so much to Matthew Orchard for being with us. Luke R is with us. So good evening to Luke R. Darth Vader is with us. Good evening to Darth Vader. Let's greet you in the normal fashion. Thank you so much to Darth Vader for being with us on the live stream tonight. James Youngs is with us. Hi folks, so we're officially in Solar 25. Wonder what that could mean for winter 2020-21. Thank you so much for being with us, James. Yeah, so the announcement was made by NASA yesterday. They did a live stream, very exciting actually. I've never seen a NASA live stream, but it was really good actually. So they did a live stream yesterday, and they sort of formally announced that we have started Solar Cycle 25. So that was pretty exciting, and yes, we are. They say that like the true solar minimum was reaching December last year, 2019. So we've been in Solar 25 for quite some time, actually, it would appear. Not quite a year, but getting on, over 6 months anyway. So I didn't realise there was such a time lag between, like, starting a new Solar and having it announced. But anyway, so it's December 2019 was where we reached true solar minimum. So this year is like the first year of Solar Cycle 25, and becoming winter will be the first full winter of Solar Cycle 25 as well. So, what does that mean for the winter? We know that, like, the first 1, 2, maybe 3 winters, but certainly the first couple of new solar cycle tend to have the best chance of being cold. They tend to be a little bit colder. So, but it's not a guarantee. Obviously, all the other factors that we look at with winter updates are very important too. But it probably does load the dice a little bit in favour of a colder winter this time. So we shall see how it all works out. Thank you so much, James, for being with us. Right, let's move it down. Alex Hughes, hello, Gav. We're going to be 100 days until Christmas. Wow, it's getting closer, Alex. Yes, it is. So, GavsWeatherVids Christmas updates will begin. We'll start doing written updates of Christmas in October, I suppose. We normally do written updates on the website in October, 1 a week for like 3 or 4 weeks. But like video updates of Christmas, they're going to be starting from, where will they be starting from? They'll be starting from the 1st of December. Sorry, I've just been thrown because I see I've got a super chat. So thank you so much to VK for the super chat. Thank you so much to VK for the super chat you've just given me. It's incredible the way people are always super chatting me and being so kind to me. So thank you so much to VK for your super chat. But yeah, Christmas updates, so for video updates will begin on the 1st of November as they usually do. Right, okay, let's carry on down then. So, around 6:20, I'm going to start screen catching because I've got a lot to show you for this live stream. Right, okay, let's move on down live chat then. So, Weatherman, that's my good friend Adam is with us. Adam's in Sicily. Adam is in Sicily, so I hope you're having a lovely time to Weatherman. Thank you so much for being with us on the live stream from Sicily tonight. Right, Paul Stania, long range models out of a window. Who got there? And yeah, not sure what that relates to, but thank you, Paul, for being with us on the live stream tonight. Jeffers Craft is with us. Jeffers Craft, Jeff Craft from Minecraft. I didn't say Jeffers Craft Gaming. It's Jeffers Craft, the Minecraft dad, is with us. Thank you so much to Jeffers for being with us from the West Coast. Jeffers has done a very, very interesting video today. Please go to Jeffers' channel and check it out. Doing a trailer reaction for Season 2 of The Mandalorian. Star Wars The Mandalorian Season 2 trailer reaction. It's really, really good, actually. I've had a watch of that today. So if everybody goes to Jeffers' channel, if you're a Star Wars fan, that would be really great. Have a look at that. So it looks really good. I haven't seen The Mandalorian yet. I didn't see the first season of that. But certainly the trailer reaction from Jeffers is really, really good for Season 2. And I'll probably have to try and catch up The Mandalorian at some point. We're over 70 concurrent viewers. Hello, thank you so much everybody for being with us on live stream tonight. In around 12 minutes, we're going to start screen catch. I've got a lot to show you. Jim Fitzgerald, hi Gav, really enjoying your winter updates. Just wondering, over the last 50 years, is what is most likely date on the calendar for snow. Thanks so much, Jim, for being with us. I think you're new, probably, to the live stream. It's always great to see new names. I'm not sure, actually, but I would say snow always gets more likely through January and February, really. So I would think statistically, I don't know, if anybody can confirm this, then please do so. I would say statistically, like the last couple of weeks of January or the first couple of weeks of February, that 4-week window from the last 2 weeks of January, first 2 weeks of February, probably most likely to see snow in that 4-week window on average, I would have thought. But I don't know for certain about that. I'm not sure for certain about that. But that would be my guess. And very similar to the way the hottest weather in the summer will tend to occur in the last 2 weeks of July and the first 2 weeks of August, usually, typically. But I'm not absolutely certain. If anybody knows and can confirm, then please do so. Right, okay, so Matthew Orchard saying cooling down for another hot day. Yes, turn cooler here as well. Trevor Hall is with us. Good evening to Trevor Hall. I remember last year, autumn set in the third week of September. Looks like it'll be a repeat this year. Yeah, we're looking for autumn with a 12Z tonight, Trevor. So we shall see. We'll have a look in around 10 minutes' time. Right, I'm going to scoot on down. Kevin Barber is with us. Thank you so much, Kevin. Kevin, for being with us on the live stream. Wow, another super chat. Ryan56 has given me a super chat. Thank you so much to Ryan for the super chat. Thank you so much, Ryan, for doing that. Right, Shiram, hello, Gavin. All your seasonal forecasts, if the analogs show one signal for the season, other factors like ENSO show a different signal, how do you decide which one to go for? Good question, Shiram. So we and it's very involved, so I won't be able to give you a very detailed answer for this one. Maybe we can review it again on Sunday. But some things are like a little bit more important than others. So I would weigh ENSO a little bit more important than Eurasian snow cover, for example. So if you had a very rapid increase of Eurasian snow cover in October, but that would kind of favour a little bit an increased chance of blocking for the winter. But we had a very strong El Nino or La Nina, then I would go with the El Nino, La Nina and still predict a mild winter. So it's all in the weighting, really, and which elements we think are most important, really. Lynn W is with us. Evening all. Hope you're well today, Gav. Yeah, I'm fine. Thank you so much, Lynn, for being with us. Katrine is with us as well. Katrine Bates. So everybody's with us tonight. So thank you so much, Katrine, for being with us on the live stream. Right, Savvy is with us as well. Thank you so much, Savvy, for being with us on the live stream tonight. Savvy, how did your live stream go? Well, the second part of it, I saw the first part of it, but I hope you had a great second part to your live stream, Savvy. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. So all of our moderators are with us. It's incredible that all of our moderators are with us. Thank you so much, everybody, for being with us. Everybody can thank all of the moderators for being here. Right, you're all telling me there was no buffering, so that's great. Sorin is asking, winter in Romania 2021 prediction, please. Too early to say. Sorry, I've only just started the winter updates. It's too early to say, I'm afraid. Just stick with winter updates. When we get to the start of December, we shall see. Michael Johnson, good evening, Gavin, from myself and Caitlin. A rather cool day here today, very dull and breezy at times. Thank you so much to Michael and to Caitlin for being with us on the live stream tonight. I hope I can keep Caitlin entertained. So it's been very hot here through most of the day. It has cooled down now. It's turned cooler now. Thank you so much for being with us tonight. James Young, 3 hurricanes in the tropical Atlantic and a Medicane forming in the Med. Yeah, I heard there's a Medicane developing in the Med. Quantum, remember my old friend, my old pal, Quantum. Quantum will be very, very excited about that because he loves his Medicanes. Quantum loves his Medicanes, so he'll be on the Weather Outlook forum, absolutely jumping up and down, again, very, very excited about that. He may even be on Twitter, actually, tweeting about it, because Quantum absolutely loves his Medicanes. Chair Wood is with us. Good evening, Chair Wood. Made some vlogs on the Game Park channel. Yeah, it's just time constraints, Chair. I'm so busy right now. I'd love to do more with the personal channel and get more vlogs up, but this is like peak GavsWeatherVids season. Like now to Christmas is like the peak of my year, really. So I am always very, very snowed under, if you pardon the pun. But I would love to do more on the personal channel. And of course, when things start calming down, like into the latter part of the winter, well, it depends what winter we have. If we have a winter like last year, then things will calm down pretty much when we hit the 1st of December, actually. But if we have an exciting winter, then things won't calm down until the spring. But either way, you know, it'll be like next year when I start getting more consistent with the vlogs again. Because there's only so many hours in the day that I have to do this. And I'm like uploading 2-3 videos to the GavsWeatherVids channel a day. And that's going to increase between now and Christmas when the Christmas updates start as well, by the way. So I would love to be able to do more of a personal chat, but it's always very, very difficult at this time of the year. But I'll try and get 1 or 2 vlogs done for the personal channel. I will try and get 1 or 2 vlogs done because I have neglected it a little bit. Right, Richard is with us. My good friend Richard Trott is with us. The 8th 2020 Atlantic Hurricane Season Day. Only 3 Atlantic Hurricane seasons, I should say, a record of had 8 by the 16th September, 893, 2005, 2012. And 2 of those were followed by quite coolish winters as well, Rich, weren't they? 2005-6 very nearly became a very cold winter, but it didn't quite pull it off. But it did have its moments, especially late on, as did 2012, 2013, of course. You decide what you think about that. David is with us. Hi Gav, saw the news that a TLC Medicane is forming next to some in Italy and probably going to hit Greece in the next couple of days. Yeah, Medicane on the way. We might cover it in a video tomorrow. Almost Like a Boss is with us. Good evening to Almost Like a Boss. I think you're on the East Coast. We've got Jeffers in the West, Almost Like a Boss in the East. Thank you so much, Almost Like a Boss, for being with us. Right, VK was telling me there's a Medicane according to Net Weather article. Yes, VK, definitely. There is. Thank you so much. Thank you so much to VK for your super chat. Jeff is with us. Jeff Egan. Hi, Gav. Could the Atlantic could it be the Atlantic warming up more and more that's causing all the hurricanes? Possibly, Jeff. We have been through like the warm phase of the AMO, the Atlantic multi-decadal oscillation, which started around 1995. It did cool a few years ago, but the last couple of years have been a bit warmer. We're probably going to go into the cold AMO like in the 2020s. So this warm AMO phase probably doesn't have much longer to go, and then we'll go for a cold AMO. Be interesting to see what happens there, I think. So also, Chelsea Bill, what is going on with the swingometer in the winter updates? So I've not seen them. We need like 2 or 3 updates before we can show you the swingometer, just to get a feel for where things are going. But I have been talking to Rich about the swingometer for winter updates today. I can tell you it'll be the very first thing you see on the 3rd winter update coming up on Sunday, part 1. Be the very first thing you see, and then you'll be seeing the swingometer every week between now and the end of November in the winter updates. Rich just needs a couple of days. Rich needs a couple of days just to, not a couple of days, a couple of updates, like, to get a feel for where things are going. Right, okay, so, again, in around 2-3 minutes' time, Richard just confirmed that, so that's great. Thank you, Richard, for doing that. In around 2-3 minutes' time, I'm going to start screen catching. I've got a lot to show you. Ryan56, super chat, said, Evening, Gabby, is it silly, Gav, tonight? I'm hoping Silly Gav. No, it's Sensible Gav. Silly Gav is on a Friday, Sensible Gav on a Wednesday, and on a Sunday. Well, kind of sensible anyway, on a Wednesday and on a Sunday. Right, okay, so Kevin saying, you stand more chance of snow at Easter. Yeah, that's true, Kev. Statistically, much more likely to snow at Easter than it is at Christmas. Definitely. Right, okay, so if I can get down to the bottom of the live chat. Okay, I'm at the bottom of the live chat. SB is with us as well. Good evening to Alpha SB. Thank you so much to SB for checking in. We've also got the unknown Luigi. I can tell that Sabby has wrapped up his live stream because everybody has come over from Savvy's live stream to mine. So that's lovely. Thank you so much to everybody for coming over from Savvy's live stream to mine. How lovely of you all to do that. We're hovering around 84 concurrent viewers, 2 minutes, and we're going to have a look at all of everything that I've got to show you. We'll have a look at everything that I have got to show. Now, has SB had some bad news? Let's see. So SB's having a very rough day. I'm so sorry to hear that, SB, that you're having a rough day. I'll give you a message on Discord later and see what's happened. But thank you for being with us when you're having such a bad day anyway, SB. Right, okay, so let's move on down. James Youngs, I discovered Gav's other channel. He just likes sequel trilogy just like me. Captain Kennedy is a disaster. Agree. Yeah, I don't like the sequel trilogy at all, James. And that's why I haven't seen The Mandalorian, to be honest. Although it does look very good. It has good reviews. But somehow, for me, with the sequel trilogy, I just kind of can't get past what Disney have done with it, really. So the way they treated George, I still think that was dreadful what they did to him, throwing his, I'm off on a tangent with this, aren't I? Throwing his story drafts into the trash for the sequel trilogy. I mean, they could have adapted George's story and had their own directors like J.J. Abrams. I think that would have been a much better way of doing it, but they treated George really, really badly, and I just can't sort of move on from from that, really, especially the fact that they made such a dreadful series of films anyway, absolutely appalling series of films. And George Lucas has given me so much pleasure in my life, you know, George has really given me a lot of pleasure in my life. When I was young, I was very poorly child, and Star Wars and the films that George created, you know, were a real escape for me. And so I want to be loyal to George, really. And that's why I struggle with anything that Disney does in the Star Wars line, I'm afraid. But I probably will check out The Mandalorian at some time, especially if it comes out on Blu-ray. I doubt I will ever subscribe to Disney's subscription channel. I doubt I would ever do that. But I would probably you know, I would probably buy it on Blu-ray or something. I think I would do that. Right, I'm at bottom of the live chat. I'm off on a tangent, so we better get things back on track, aren't we? We better get things back on track. Darth Vader, Stars is George Lucas. Yeah, it is. It really is. You know, if George had passed over, I suppose, then it would be fair enough to do their own thing. But George was alive. He gave them stories for the sequel trilogy, his version of how Star Wars would end. And they threw it in the bin. They threw it in the trash. They threw it all away. Wanted to do their own thing and made a mess of it, really. And, you know, I can't get past it, what they did. You know, I can't get past it, really. But I will have to try to, I suppose. Right, okay, so I am off on a tangent. At the bottom of the live chat, I'm off on a tangent with that. But I better get things back on track. So I've got a lot to show you. So I think we better start doing some screen capturing right now. Mark Bennett is asking me, do I like football? Not particularly, Mark. Not particularly. My brother is a very big Manchester United fan, so I do sort of follow them a little bit, but not particularly. Not particularly. Right, okay, so I've got a lot to show you. Let's do the screen capturing then. Woo! Right, so here we go then. So what am I going to do with this? I've got to turn off the image. I'm going to go as well, so I'll be disappearing from the live stream right now, but I'll be coming back later on. There we go. I'm going to just turn on the display capture. Let's do that, so I'm not plunging into darkness. There we go. We are display capturing. No problems there. And first thing I'm going to do is move over to the National Hurricane Centre. So look at all this lot that we've got to get through. Now, this is one of the reasons why I have started this screen capturing so well. I would normally not start screen capturing until 6:30. But, you know, because there's so much going on, I thought I'd better start this a little bit earlier so that we definitely finish for 7. So here we go then. Got a yellow extras here. That's disturbance 3 with a 20% chance of cyclone in the next 48 hours. And a 20% chance of cyclone formation in the next 5 days. That is a very long way north. That's somewhere between the Azores and Ireland. I don't think that's going to do anything. Paulette is just there. So that one is post-tropical cyclone Paulette. Which is giving sustained winds of 85 miles per hour with a minimum central pressure of 973 millibars, and moving east-north-east was at 35 miles an hour. That looks like it's pretty much done. Will become an area of low pressure. We've got an orange X down here. Let's push this up. Orange X down here. That's disturbance 2, with a 50% chance of cyclone formation in the next 2 days, and a 70% chance in the next 5 days. That could well become our next named tropical storm and or hurricane. Yellow X over here in the Gulf of Mexico, which is disturbance 1 with a 40% chance of cyclone formation in the next 2 days and a 60% chance in the next 5 days. Right, I've got Vicky just here. This is tropical storm Vicky, giving max sustained winds of 40 miles per hour, with a minimum central pressure of 1,008 millibars. And Vicky is going to go post-tropical quite soon, I think. Sally is just here. This is weakening now. Hurricane Sally is weakening as it moves inland into the Gulf Coast of the United States. Now down to a Category 1 hurricane, giving maximum sustained winds of 80 miles per hour with a minimum central pressure of 975 millibars, moving north-northeastwards at 5 miles per hour. So Sally is going to weaken very quickly in that southeastern corner of the states and will become post-tropical quite soon. And then we've got Teddy just here. So we've got Hurricane Teddy, which is giving maximum sustained winds at the moment of 100 miles per hour with a minimum central pressure of 973 millibars, moving northwestwards at 12 miles per hour. If we click on Teddy, let's click on Teddy, we see that Teddy is going to become a major hurricane. Teddy will become a major hurricane later this week and into the weekend. And then Teddy is going to weaken slightly, but will still be very powerful, and hit Bermuda over weekend or at the start of next week. If we click, let's click on Teddy, go to discussion, see just how powerful this hurricane is going to get. So Teddy is actually going to become a Category 4 hurricane in 48 hours. So on Friday, Teddy will be a Category 1 hurricane, Category 4 hurricane, I should say, giving maximum sustained winds of 130 miles per hour. Notice how those maximum sustained winds are weakening as Teddy moves towards Bermuda, but nevertheless still very significant. And as Teddy passes beyond Bermuda, of course, there's nothing to say that Teddy can't power up again between Bermuda and the east coast of the states. One to watch. Right, so that's that done. That's brought everybody up to date what's going on in the tropical Atlantic. Now, these are our latest temperature observations from XC Weather. xcweather.co.uk. And so we've got 25 degrees, still very warm down across some parts of England, especially for the time of the year. But you notice how the colours turn much paler the further north you go. So you go down to the yellows across northern England, just 15 degrees at Doncaster. Go down to the greens further north of that. Chater Hall, just 12. Aberdeen, just 12. So it gets progressively cooler the further north you go. But down in the south, it's still very warm. But these very warm temperatures are being pushed away by these cooler temperatures coming in from the north. And tomorrow will be cooler and fresher for all of us, but probably only temporarily. Right, that's that done. These are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles for the next couple of weeks. If you can see the tabs, have a look at the tabs. Move your eyes from left to right, by the way. Move your eyes from left to right on the tabs. Look what we've got as the last two tabs. Yes, there is going to be a little bit of winter stuff for this video. More about that in a moment. But back to the immediate time frame. So, yes, these are the GFS upper air temperature and precipitation ensembles. So next couple of weeks for wet central. The red line is a 30-year upper air temperature average. So we've come down. This is for Blackpool, by the way. We've come down slightly from like a couple of days ago when it was close to 15 degrees at 8:50 HP. Down the south, it's actually between 15 and 20 degrees, I think. So we've come down, but we're still significantly warmer than average. We're still around 10 degrees at 850 HPA. Got another week of that to go, but quite a significant drop in temperature is taking place through the last week of September. This last week of September is seeing quite a significant drop in temperature from these warm temperature, upper air temperatures that we've got right now to something a lot cooler as we get through to the last week of September potentially. However, there's a lot of scatter in with that. So we still have several members of the GFS ensembles. These ones up here that are quite warm. These ones down here are quite cool. And there's probably quite a lot of alternating going on there as well. Probably a lot of up and down. Probably a lot of zonality. And so yeah. So a little bit cooler though. A little bit of cooler signal last week of September. More strikingly though than temperatures, a change of precipitation. So a lot of dry weather coming up over the next week with these warm temperatures, high pressure still in control. But as the upper air temperatures lower, so the rainfall spikes come back. And it does get a good deal more unsettled through that last week of September. So is that autumn arriving? Remember, this is for Blackpool, so it's next to the Irish Sea. It can be a bit exposed to rain. So if you look at something like London, probably won't be as wet as that. But it could be a signal that that we've got a bit of a change here, something more autumnal through the last week of September. It might be. We're going to have a look at the 12Z bottles in a moment. Okay, so where we've got to go to now. Right, temperature anomalies. Temperature anomalies from the 16th to 24th of September. Going to be above average. A warmer than average week coming up. We've already established the upper air temperatures have got a warm week coming up. Precipitation anomalies from the 16th to 24th of September are going to be drier than average. A drier than average week. So warm, dry continues for the next week. Any change to something cooler and more unsettled is at least like a week away. Woo! Very busy with this one. Right, so these are the upper level winds from earthnullschool.net. So we change wind direction a little bit. Look at these sort of north-northeasts coming in across the country with the wind direction. That's a change in wind direction. That's the reason it's cooling down a little bit. However, we are still more or less under, we're still more or less under high pressure. And I think you'll see temperatures lifting back up, if anything, towards the end of the week. Now, so much going on in the Atlantic as well with this. So this is the disturbance area, that yellow X, excuse me, that we saw from the National Hurricane Centre. That is not a hurricane, although it does kind of have an eye, doesn't it? But that's not a hurricane or tropical storm. It's not tropical at all. Actually, it's just an area of low pressure. That's Paulette, just there. Now, post-tropical. Just over here, now, can you see this? I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this, actually, so let's move this around. So let's just do that again, actually. I'm not sure whether that was in focus, actually, for everybody. So this just here, let's wait for it to change over. So this just here is just like an area of low pressure, just there. That is Paulette just there. I think that should be within everybody's view. Now, over here, let's drag this around. It's great how you can drag this, isn't it? How you can drag it around. So over here, that's the Medicane that we've just been talking about. That is the Medicane just there. That my good pal Quantum, I know, will be getting very, very excited about that on the Weather Outlook Forum, possibly on Twitter as well. Quantum will be getting really, really excited about that Medicane between Italy and Greece. Right, let's move this around and let's drag it around. And so this is Teddy, just here. This is what's going to become a major hurricane by Friday. Teddy is just there. And then lastly, and then we'll move on from this, we've got, by the way, that is Vicky, just there as well. I'm assuming this is within everybody's camera, it's within everybody's screen. That's Vicky just there. That's pretty much done with, I think. And then lastly, we have also got Sally, just here, which is a Category 1 hurricane, but is weakening very, very quickly. Right, that's all of that done. Let's go to Wetter Central then, or Wetter Central. And we'll have a look at the UK Met. So this is how the UK Met is looking for Saturday. Low pressure to our south, high pressure to our north. There could be some heavy showers threatening the south on Saturday, possibly. Through to Sunday, low pressure again to the south, high pressure through most of the country. There could again be some heavy showers threatening some parts of the country on Sunday. And then high pressure sort of ridges down across the country through to Monday. We go through to Tuesday, though, and we bring an area of low pressure in from off the Atlantic. So it looks like by Tuesday, which as far as we can go, that's Tuesday, 22nd of September, by then, it might be starting to just turn a little bit more unsettled. Let's start to pull that out a bit to make sure everybody can see this. Right, where do we go next? So we want to go to GFS, don't we? Here's the GFS then. Let's just have a look at 24 hours out. So there's the Medicane, just there, by the way. There's the Medicane, just there between Italy and Greece. That's tomorrow. Right, so let's start this on Saturday. So again, GFS has high pressure through most of the country, low pressure to our south, comes some heavy showers in the south. We move through into Sunday. So let's go through to Sunday. Again, low pressure south, high pressure is to the north on Sunday. We get through into Monday with low pressure to the south, high pressure to the north and to the northwest on Monday. So very little change. High pressure, there's high pressure light through to the middle of next week and so on. Just gradually easing away, but not a quick change. We saw it on the ensemble. It's not a quick change. So still mainly dry into like the middle of next week, really. By Wednesday, low pressure beginning to come in from off the Atlantic. So I'd turn a bit more unsettled by Wednesday with rain, particularly so up in the north. That's Thursday. Again, still an influence from high pressure across some parts of the country in particular. This is Teddy, just here. Looks a very significant area of low pressure moving into the North Atlantic by that point. I'm going to go through into Friday. So again, high pressure over to south country, low pressure to the north, to the west. Still a lot of influences from high pressure, even up to the end of next week. And it never really turns unsettled. Look at this. The GFS 12Z never turns unsettled. High pressure is back again for Sunday. It's going to be exceptionally dry. It'll be exceptionally dry September with this. High pressure just over and dominating weather, nearly from start to finish, really, with the GFS 12Z. No unsettled weather whatsoever with the GFS 12Z until maybe right at the very end. That's as far as we go, Friday the 2nd of October. might be starting to turn a bit more unsettled to our south and east then. But basically, that's high and dry from beginning to end with the GFS 12Z. So despite everything we just saw with the GFS ensembles, which did look quite unsettled for the last week of September, it looks like this incredible run of high pressure could carry on. Let's see what the GEM is showing. Let's see what the GEM is doing. So again, starting off like on Saturday, very similar to the situation at the moment. High pressure south, low pressure is to the north. We get through to Sunday again, high pressure reaching through the country into the start of next week. What's going to happen? So it'll still be anticyclonic through the start of next week. That's Monday. We get through to Tuesday again. So low pressure begins to come in from the northwest on Tuesday. Looks like it's trying to go a bit more unsettled. How successful will that low pressure be in getting through the country with the GM? Well, it looks like the GM is turning much more unsettled compared to GFS. This is Wednesday, and proper areas low pressure is coming in from off the Atlantic then. And yeah, this is turning autumnal. The GM turns autumnal through the second half of next week. So that's autumn arriving through the second half of next week. And finish up with the GM 12Z, really unsettled actually. Probably a lot of that is down to Teddy invigorating the jet stream. I would suspect the difference between the GFS and the GM there is how those two models are handling Teddy. Teddy will probably determine whether we get a spell of autumn this September or whether we've got to wait to October for autumn to descend. It will probably come down to what Teddy is going to do with the jet stream. ECM, I can't show the ECM 12Z, of course. We can show the ECM midnight run, though. So here we go then with the ECM. Again, similar situation for the weekend. High pressure is over much of the country. Some lower pressure to the south might threaten some showers into southern parts of the country. And then into the middle part of next week, well, here comes the low pressure from off the Atlantic again. So it looks like the ECM midnight run turns unsettled. Low pressure coming through the catch up will bring some spells of rain. And we finish up with the ECM midnight run looking, again, very unsettled. This area of low pressure just here. Let's highlight it. That probably does contain the remains of Teddy. That low there probably does contain the remains of what would be, by that point, ex-Hurricane Teddy. So the ECM, yeah, looks like also descending us into autumn by day 10. But just keep in back of your mind, we may get a descent into autumn next week and through the last week of September. But please keep in mind, that GFS run was pretty much high pressure all the way from beginning to end. So we shall see, as ever, very, very uncertain time of year. This is rainfall forecast based on that ECM run from Tometeo.com. Let's run through loads and loads and loads of dry weather with this. Although there are going to be some showers as we get into like the weekend, particularly Sunday. I think could bring some showers into the south. But other than that, lots of dry weather for the next week. Then low pressure begins to come in from the Atlantic. Showers, if not some longer spells of rain. Turning actually quite wet there by the 24th of September. Turning quite wet across many parts of the country. It looks like bringing another bout of pretty heavy rain in from the Atlantic by day 10. So the ECM definitely a much more unsettled flavour. But keep in mind, the GFS is very anticyclonic. These are the options on the table within the ECM ensembles today for day 10 by the Icelandic Met Office. This gets us to the 26th of September. We have 21 members of the ECM ensembles with low pressure right over top of the country. Looking very, very unsettled there. 14 members of the ECM ensembles, including the control and the operational run, again with low pressure through the country, could be very unsettled with those. 10 with, again, low pressure right over top of the country, and 6 with low pressure over to the east of the country, again bringing the winds from a westerly direction. All options looking very unsettled at day 10. In 2 weeks' time, these are the options that we've got. This is going to get us to the 1st of October. 24 members of the ECM ensembles with low pressure just to our north, bringing winds from the west. So it could be a little bit unsettled with that. 18 with high pressure to our south, low pressure to the northwest, winds in from the west. That's going back towards higher pressure, I think, for the start of October. And 9 with high pressure reaching through the country and going to the northeast as well. Going to be a lot of dry weather with that. So any change to unsettled autumnal weather with the ECM in the last week of September probably doesn't last all that long. We probably go back to higher pressure again as we get through to the beginning of October. We may do. CFSV2 is looking like this. We're going to get that winter data in a moment, that I was talking about a few minutes ago. So hang around and we'll have a look at some winter data in a minute. So CFSV2 looking like this, 16th to 22nd of September, 500 millibar heights with above average heights over the country, below average heights to the north. Winds are pushing north as well. Going to be a lot of dry weather in with that, a lot of dry and quite settled weather in with that. Week 2, all change. Low pressure develops over and to the east of the country. High pressure down to southwest. Winds in from the west. So that's going to be very unsettled, cool and unsettled in week 2. Week 3 is going to be the 30th of September to 6th of October. Low pressure to our northeast. High pressure out in the middle of the Atlantic. Winds in from the west to northwesterly direction. That's going to be cool and unsettled as well. The CFS definitely descending us into autumn once this week is out of the way. And week 4 is the 7th to the 13th of October. High pressure out to our west, low pressure up to the northeast. Winds probably in a northwest-southeast direction. That's going to be cool, but will be a little bit drier. High pressure comes in from off the Atlantic. So the CFS wants to descend us into autumn after the next few days. Right, now got the ECM temperature anomalies. Precipitation anomalies for weeks 5 and 6, following on from yesterday's 30-day look ahead, of course. So, ECM temperature anomaly for week 5, from the 12th to the 18th of October, is looking like that. A little bit cooler than average for the UK, for northern parts of France, northern Germany, and parts of southwestern Norway. A little bit cooler than average there. Otherwise, near normal for much of northern Europe, warmer than average down through the Mediterranean. Moving on to week 5 precipitation from the 12th to the 18th of October. So wetter than average right across southern parts of Scandinavia, but drier than average for Ireland and for the UK as well. Varying through the Med, dry through Spain, wet through the central bowl of the Med and to Italy, and then probably becoming drier again around Greece and Turkey. For us, it looks like it's sort of pretty dry that week, and 12th to the 18th of October, and probably quite cool as well. And then week 6, temperature anomaly from the 19th to 25th of October looks like that. So a bit cooler average to the north of us, warmer than average to our south. Otherwise, again, close to average with the temperature anomaly. And week 6 precipitation anomaly from the 19th to 25th of October, wet and average in the northwest. So Scandinavia to UK to Ireland, wet and average through there, drier than average to our south. So it comes some high pressure to our south, but lower pressure is out to the north and to the northwest. Right, do you want to see about winter data? I wouldn't normally show long range stuff on a Wednesday. Normally we only reserve that for a Sunday live stream, but I thought, you know, why not add a bit in tonight. So had a very interesting run from the CFSV2 turn up, and I didn't show Metro Seal on Sunday, did I? I know someone was a little bit upset with me, but I didn't show the CFSV2 on Sunday at Metro Seal. That live stream ran on for over an hour. It's around an hour and 10 minutes, I think. I was getting very tired by the end of it, so I just closed down the tab, the Metro Seal. So if that person is watching, I'm very sorry about that, but you know, I have been live streaming for an hour and 10 minutes, and I was getting pretty tired. And it's when I get tired that mistakes happen. So I thought I'd better wrap the live stream up and not show Metro Seal. But to make up for it, I'm going to show Metro Seal at the end of this live stream. Why not? So you hang around for that, and you see it in a moment. And you're going to see, so this is like the midnight run of CFSV2 at theweatheroutlook.com. Please go to Weather Outlook, have a look at these charts for yourself, and make sure you subscribe to the Weather Outlook's YouTube channel. Woo! Right, okay, so this is going to be the 500 millibar high anomaly for September, with high pressure over and to the west of the country. Low pressure is up to the north. Winds are in from a westerly direction, so it's going to be quite a bit of dry weather with that. That's October 500 millibar high anomaly, with high pressure more central towards Scandinavia. Again, mainly dry with that, but probably a bit cool. But October, Scandinavian highs are not going to be warm, and may actually be a little bit on the cold side. That's November, so November looks quite interesting, doesn't it? An area of above average heights. Sorry, no, that's December. So let's go back with this. Let's go back. So what's happened there? So this is November. Right, this is November. So northern blocking setting up in November with low pressure. You see, I'm getting a little bit tired now, and that is how mistakes happen. So high pressure over Scandinavia, high pressure like between Scandinavia and Greenland, I suppose. Low pressure is to the south. Jet streams on a southerly track, but it's it's unsettled that, and it's probably quite mild still, despite the northern blocking. We're probably on the mild side of that blocking, and so relatively wet, but also quite mild, maybe with a few cold snaps in November. Now, you've had a little preview of December. December quite interesting, with high pressure to the south of Greenland, low pressure extending through Scandinavia into west of Europe. And we're on the cold side of the jet stream. We go onto the cold side of the jet stream, and that could be quite cold and wintry. And we'll have a look and see how that happens in a moment at Meteo Seal. This is January, moderation. After a coolish looking December, we go to like a milder January with winds in from a westerly direction. Still with blocking lurking though, you notice. Still with blocking lurking up here to our north and northeast. But for January, actually, we go back to westerlies. And then we get through to February, and this is when it starts getting very interesting. This is when we could get plunged into the freezer, if this is right, with a big area of high pressure setting up around Svalbard. And the difference is that the jet stream is digging southwards on a northwest-southeast alignment. So we could start pulling some very cold easterly winds during February. I'm going to show you now how that happens. Let's go to Meteo Seal, and we will see the general charts based on those anomalies. So they're just anomalies, but these are the day-by-day charts at Meteo Seal. If you're enjoying the live stream, then please give us a thumbs up on the live stream. After the live stream, let us know in the comments what you think. And make sure you are subscribed to the GavsWeatherVids YouTube channel, by the way. We are getting very close to 7,500 subscribers. Now, when we get to 7,500 subscribers, we shall formally begin the grind to 8K. The countdown to 8K subscribers will begin when we reach 7,500 subscribers. So if you're new to the channel, if you've found this live stream through YouTube search, then please make sure you're subscribed to GavsWeatherVids YouTube channel. Click like on the video if you've enjoyed it on the live stream, and you check out, and maybe leave us a comment as well. Right, this is the 1st of December. Low pressure is over the top of the country. What's the time? We've got 15 minutes. Okay, we can do this. Low pressure is over the top of the country on the 1st day of December, bringing in a strong westerly wind and looking really unsettled as well. Right, we go for the first week of December. Atlantic onslaught for the first week of December here with this CFS V2 run. This was generated on the 15th of December, by the way. This is a midnight run. Right, let's see what happens then. How do we get to those cold anomaly charts? Let's see. So we run through, and we get through to like the second week of December. We find high pressure taking over, breaking us out of that unsettled weather. High pressure takes over, sitting across the country, bringing not particularly cold, but dry and frosty weather at that point. Then the high pressure starts to move. The high pressure starts to go towards Greenland and Iceland, and we plunge a trough down across Scandinavia and northeastern Europe. Winds going to the north become bitterly cold. There'll be heavy snow and blizzards across Scandinavia and northeast Europe, but for us, we're under the ridge, so it's just cold and dry as we go through with that. We get into the middle of December. That high pressure still sticking over top of the country for the middle of December, again bringing loads of dry, cold, frosty weather with it. Let's see what happens as we move up towards Christmas. Do we get a cold Christmas with this CFS V2 run? Let's see. So this is still quite cold. This is 17th of December. The high pressure is collapsed, and it's sort of collapsing away, but it's still putting up cold air from like the south and from the southeast. Low pressure is trying to come in from the Atlantic, but it's diving southwards. Eventually, we are starting to turn a bit milder. Winds are pulling up from a southerly direction here as we're moving up towards Christmas. But it's not overly mild. That will still be quite cool. And actually, they're still ridging in the northern part of the Atlantic Ocean. Let's get to Christmas and see what happens as we get to Christmas. So what happens is that the low pressure digs southwards. This is the eve of Christmas Eve, 23rd of December. The low pressure is digging southwards into southern Europe. The ridge is pulling out to the northwest with trade winds into the northeast. So bringing a bitterly cold northeast wind as we're running up towards Christmas. And so that will probably bring snow showers with it as we get towards Christmas, particularly more eastern parts of the country. Then the high pressure sits over the country, keeps us mainly dry, cold and frosty. Running up towards New Year, winds go into the west. It's starting to turn milder as we move into the new year. And we know that what's going to happen is that we're going to get a milder January, I think. So we're going to zip through January quite quickly because we saw from the weather outlook that January looks like it's going to be quite an Atlantic onslaught type month. It looks like it's going to be low pressure and westerlies and that sort of month. Now, there is a bit of high pressure. It is trying to get colder again as we get to the second week of January. Trying to get cold. We are having a go at turning wind into the north, actually. So even in January, where we've got moderation on the charts of weather outlook, outlook. There is some cold weather in January, particularly for more eastern parts of the country. So still the potential for a little bit of wintry weather in more eastern parts of the country, even through to the middle of January. But I don't think it's going to be sustained. I don't think it's going to last. But yes, second week of January to middle of the month, probably some wintry conditions. Then low pressure back in from off the Atlantic. So that's turning us again unsettled as we go into the second half of January. Probably quite cold though still with that. Could even still be some snow involved with that. But we're running towards the last week of January and we're going westerly again. We're bringing in westerlies. So wet and windy and mild weather through the last week of January with a CFSV2. Now, we're going to get to February now. We know that February has the greatest wintry potential. How does that happen? It happens by, again, the jet stream digging southwards, low pressure going southwards, higher pressure building to our north. And so this starts to pull in much colder east or northeasterly winds again, with high pressure building to the north of the country. Winds are in from the east. That will start to drag in bitterly cold air from the east. And we start to bring snow in from the east as well. This is February the 4th. With high pressure over Iceland, winds are in from an easterly direction. Very cold conditions would be likely. And these cold conditions are then maintained with this CFSV to run into the second week of February as well, going more sort of anti-cyclonic and cold, but would still be cold. Notice high pressure is on the move again. High pressure is on the move over towards Greenland. What's the time? 10 to 7, so we've got another 10 minutes. We're going to wrap live stream up at 7 o'clock. I hope you've enjoyed it. Please give us a like on the live stream if you have. Right, moving to the middle of February, and winds are going into the northeast. The high pressure retrogresses to Greenland. And look at this. We are opening the door to a severely cold east to northeasterly plunge. So there's low pressure involved with this. And it's also very cold. Heavy snow here around the middle part of February. Probably blizzards. And really, really cold and snowy. This could be like a negative CET February, actually, because it's cold right from the very start. We're at the 21st of February now. We're still very cold. So the CET by this point will probably be in negative numbers, actually. Will be a lot of snow as well. Come to the very last days of February, signs of westerlies returning. So in the very last days of February, we begin to get something a little bit milder coming in from off the Atlantic. So as we get to the last days of February, yes, we go back into a milder westerly push. But that is a very, very cold and very, very wintry February indeed. And as I say, if it came off, which it almost certainly won't do, this is just for fun, remember, but if it did, that would probably give us a negative CT for February. Right, so what did you make of that? Let's go back to YouTube and see what you've all been making of this. So, I see we have reached 110 concurrent viewers. That is amazing. It's incredible. Thank you so much, everybody, for being with us on the live stream tonight. Right, so what have I got to do next? So, I've got to turn off the display capture, haven't I? If I can do that. So, Streamlabs has suddenly decided to start running very soon. There we go. That's okay. Right, so we are going to turn off the display capture. And I'm going to put the alert box back up. No, we're not. We're going to put the image back up first, and then we put the alert box back up. Sorry about that. I'm in quite tired. See, this is how the mistakes happen when I get tired. So that's why on Sunday I thought it was best to close down Metro Seal. Really, when I was been live streaming for an hour and 10 minutes, I get very tired, and I thought if I carry on, I'm going to make a mistake. So I closed down Metro Seal then. But hopefully I've made up for it tonight anyway, to that person who's very upset with me, I saw in the live stream afterwards, for closing down Metro Seal before I showed it. To that person, if you're watching this live stream, either live or on catch-up, then I hope I made up for it. Right, let's just go back to YouTube very briefly, and we'll see what you are all saying. So I hope you have enjoyed the live stream. Hello, good evening, thank you so much everybody for being with us. We are going to end the live stream in around 7-8 minutes time. So I'm just going to very quickly move up the let's very quickly move up the live chat, and we'll see what you're all saying. So I see I've had a couple of super chats from Joe McGrath. Thank you so much, Joe. Joel, that should say. That's Joel, isn't it? Again, I'm getting tired. That's Joel McGrath. Thank you so much to Joel for your super chat. Thank you so much for doing that. It's incredible. It's amazing. I'll try and shout out all super chatters at the end of the live stream in a minute. If a viewer activity page is working, sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. Here in the control room at YouTube. But if it is, I'll shout out all super chatters. Right. So obviously I can't go through everybody's questions. I will try and take more questions on Sunday. By the way, I know I've missed a lot out for this live stream because I've done about half an hour. I think that's around 30 minutes of screen capturing, wasn't it? Or certainly 25 anyway, but probably 30 actually. So I know very, very long section of screen capturing for this one. And so I'm not taking many questions. I'm really sorry to everybody about that. And please ask your questions again on Sunday. Sunday's live will be extended. I'll make it around an hour and 10, hour and 20 minutes on Sunday, I promise. And I will answer more questions then. On Sunday. I promise I will, because I know I've missed a lot of people out and I'm very, very sorry for doing that. But I wanted to show you some winter stuff and make up what happened not showing Metro Seal on Sunday. Right, so John McGrath, what's the highest views we have got? So when I came back, it's around 120 concurrent, so another really big live stream, I think. Savvy, but the real question is autumn finally setting in? It could be, but that last week, that last week of September might see something autumnal setting in. Sharon would love cold and sunny days and a frosty night at the end of the year, so that would be absolutely great if we could get that, wouldn't it? TA, December to Remember, 10-year anniversary edition. Yes, 10 years since the December to Remember. Right, okay, let's carry on down. So we're going to wrap the live stream up very, very quickly. We're going to wrap it up very, very soon now. Thank you so much, everybody, for being with us. We are around 98 current viewers again. So it's been a massive live stream, this one. Right, so Paul James saying 116, so that's 116 concurrent, I think. Right, let's carry on down then. So you all enjoyed the screen capturing, I hope. I think you all enjoyed. I think it went okay. I don't think there's too many problems with buffering and whatnot, so I think you all enjoyed that. Right, so super chat. I've got a super chat in. Let's have a look at this one then. So a super chat has come in from Graham Doolan. Thank you so much to Graham Doolan for your super chat. Thank you so much to Graham for your super chat. I am always amazed, and it's just outstanding to me. It's completely outstanding to me for the support and the love that you all give me. And so it's just amazing. Thank you so much to all of you for that. SB said, I think the hot spells are finished. Possibly, SB. Yeah, they might be, but we shall see. It's not that long ago since we had, how hot did it get on Halloween 2014? I think we got it to mid-20s even then. So these days, you rule nothing in and you rule nothing out, I think. But maybe the hot spells are finished. Mark saying, Gav, I'll ask you questions again. I'll say, don't worry about it. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, I know I miss you out. And I know I missed a lot of people out for this one with their questions. So Sunday's live stream, I'm going to have some of the GavsWeatherVids magic water. And I'm going to try and do around an hour and 15 to an hour and 20 minutes on Sunday. And I'll do 30 to 40 minutes solid of answering questions before I do any screen capturing on Sunday. And I will make it up to all those people that I've missed out with this live stream. I knew it's going to be 25, 30 minutes of screen capturing. So I knew I've got a lot of screen capturing to do. So I do feel bad, but I've missed people's questions out. And I'll make up for that on Sunday. So just hold fire, Mark, and I'll definitely answer all of your questions on Sunday. If you haven't known Lucia, thank you for another amazing stream, Gav. Thank you so much, Lucia. That's really, really kind. Savvy, so many generous people. Yeah, there really are. I'm always amazed. I'm always amazed at how generous and kind people are to me. Right, okay, so I think that's pretty much it then. So again, I'm so sorry to everybody that's had their questions missed out. I have got to wrap up the live stream very shortly. So Savvy saying Gav always picks the most interesting runs. Actually, this is all down to what's posted on Discord. I think it's Shryan who posted CFS charts on Discord this morning, and I saw those, and when I saw them, I really couldn't resist it. You know what I'm like? I really couldn't resist showing them in the live stream. So that's how it happened. It's all down to Shryan, actually. So everybody should say thank to Shryan. Else I probably wouldn't have been aware that the CFS had done that. Right, let's just have a look at this viewer activity page. So, excuse me, once again. Thank you so much to VK24 for your super chat. Thank you so much to Ryan56. Ryan, you're giving me so much money, my friend, over the past few weeks. So much money. You're a channel member. You're giving me so many donations. Thank you so much, Ryan. John McGrath, thank you so much to John McGrath, and also to Graham Doolin. Thank you so much, Graham. Again, I know you're a channel member. So it's just incredible what you all do for me. Thank you to each and every one of you. And yeah, we'll see you again. I think I'm probably going to live stream on Friday. So I think I'll probably live stream on Friday night. We'll have some fun. That will be a laugh. You know, Paul James, Gab must have Grandpa's cough mixture. It's just a little tickle, Paul. I can never get rid of it, especially since I was ill in December. It just goes on and on and on. It won't go, this cough. And it really goes back to what I had in December. I do sometimes worry whether I wonder whether I have the coronavirus, actually, in December, because it just lingers on and on and on. I just cannot get rid of the lingering effects of that virus that I was ill with in December. So that's what it is, but it's nothing to worry about. It's just a constant little tickle at the back of the phrase. Nothing to worry about at all. Right, so I think I'm probably going to live stream on Friday night. We'll have a laugh with that one, as we always do on Friday night. I mean, Sunday's live stream is going to be a big one. I say we'll extend it out further. I extend it out to an hour and 15, maybe an hour and 20 minutes. And I'll make sure I do a solid 30 to 40 minutes of answering your questions before I do anything else. Before I show any charts, I'll do a solid 30 to 40 minutes of just questions. It will be question time, really. And that will be on Sunday from 6 o'clock in the evening. But for this live show, I hope you enjoyed it. Again, before you check out, please give us a like on the stream. Let YouTube know that you enjoyed it. If you haven't subbed to the channel yet, you found this stream through YouTube search, then please can you sub the channel. And we'll see you live on Sunday after the third winter update part 1.